The silence in Umuogele had changed. It was no longer just still. It was heavy, like a warning held in the air. Even the birds had stopped calling, and the trees barely swayed. Something was watching. Something was waiting. In Elder Okoro's hut, Ada clutched the leather pouch he had given her. The black chalk, red bead, and powder inside felt strange in her hands, as though they carried heat. Her brother Chinedu sat by the fire, watching her. It was almost midnight. "Are you sure this will work?" Chinedu asked, his voice small. Ada didn't answer. She wasn't sure. All she knew was what the elder had said. "Draw the mark. Do not speak. Do not open the door." So she did. She dipped the chalk into the powder and knelt before the wooden door. Carefully, she drew the old symbol, a triangle with a single eye in the middle and 5 dots around it. Then she pressed the red bead into the center. The mark glowed faintly, pulsing like a heartbeat. The time was 11:55 p.m. Outside, the wind howled through the trees. The sound wasn't natural. It sounded like chanting, soft, female, whispering. Chinedu shivered. "She's coming." Ada moved him close to the fire. "We don't move. We don't talk." The clock ticked to midnight. It came loud and sharp, as if the wood would break. Chinedu flinched. "Ada!" She placed her hand over his mouth. Her eyes stayed on the door. Then the knock came again. And then, a voice. Sweet. Familiar. "Ada! It's Mama!" Ada's heart stopped. The voice sounded exactly like their mother. "Open the door, my daughter. I came back early. I brought you mangoes." Chinedu's eyes lit up. "It's Mama!" he whispered. But Ada saw it. The bead on the door, it began to tremble, then crack. The powder mark flickered like dying firelight. "No," she said firmly. "That's not Mama." The voice changed. First it was her mother. Then it became Chinedu. "Ada, please, open the door. I'm outside. I'm cold." Chinedu gasped. "But I'm here." Ada stood between the door and her brother, gripping the chalk tightly. The door handle shook. The hinges creaked. "You carry the blood of the betrayers?" A dark voice growled. "The 5th has fallen. You are the 6th. Ada's knees weakened. She remembered Elder Okoro's words. She will claim the bloodline that forgot her. If she opened the door, she would be gone. Like Ifeoma, like Obinna, like others before. "No," she whispered. "You were wronged, but I will not be your prisoner." Suddenly, a loud crack rang through the air. The hut shook violently. The mark on the door exploded in a flash of white light. Then, silence. The door stood still. Ada dared to peek outside, from beneath the floor. The hut shook again, and the ground beneath the fire cracked open, revealing a narrow, glowing hole. From it, a whispering wind escaped, carrying one word: shrine. At dawn, Ada told Elder Okoro what had happened. He nodded solemnly. "The seal is broken," he said. "She's no longer tied to the doorway. Now she walks freely." "What do we do?" she asked. "We must go to the old shrine, where she was buried." So they went. Ada, Chinedu, Elder Okoro, and 2 strong men from the village entered the sacred forest. No one had gone there in decades. The trees bent as they passed. Birds scattered. The sky dimmed. At the center of the forest stood a mound of red clay, the forgotten shrine. It was shaped like a giant woman, head bowed, arms stretched forward. "We buried her here," Okoro said, placing a hand on the mound. Suddenly, the earth trembled. The shrine cracked open, and she rose. Dibia Nwanyi. She was not a ghost. She was tall, taller than any man, her skin black like burnt wood, her eyes hollow with fire inside. Her hair writhed like snakes. Her voice echoed from all directions. "Umuogele has returned to finish what it started." The men ran. Elder Okoro fell to his knees. "We are sorry," he cried. "What they did was wrong, but not all of us are guilty." Ada stepped forward. "I'm not here to fight you," she said, "but I won't let you take more lives." The priestess stared at her. "You bear the mark. You carry the betrayal. I also carry truth," Ada said. You were wronged. But if you kill us, you become what they feared, not what you were. The spirit paused. Then, it screamed, a terrible, angry sound. But from Ada's pocket, the red bead glowed again. The light expanded until it formed a ring around her. Forgive, Ada whispered, or destroy us all. The forest grew still. The spirit of Dibia Nwanyi looked at her and vanished into the wind. Days passed. No more knocks came. No more voices whispered. The village slowly returned to normal. Drums were played again. The market reopened. Elder Okoro led a ceremony at the shrine, this time honoring the priestess properly. A new sign was carved in stone. We remember, we honor, we protect. Ada became known as Ada Nwanyi, daughter of the priestess. She and Chinadu lived, grew, and told the story so no one would forget again. Because forgetting is what invites her back.